Ji-hyuk has finally woken up after Ji-won told him that she likes him. Now their love for each other will grow stronger. As Ji-hyuk regains consciousness, he and Ji-won will plan to get back at the people behind the accident. Ji-hyuk will quietly pursue the person involved in the accident that Yura is trying to hide. However, Yura is faster than Ji-hyuk. She has already caught Mon-sik and Hee-suk. To hide her crime, she is planning to make Mon-sik and Hee-suk become the culprits by creating a fake note in the pretext of a suicide note. However, as Ji-hyuk and Lee Sik-jun know that Yura is also looking for the same person, they will be able to save Mon-sik and Hee-suk in order to find the real person behind the accident. With Mon-sik, they will be able to gather evidence that Yura is also the one who instigated the accident. As for Ji-won, she has decided to return to work as if nothing happened, making Min-hwan suspicious of her and reporting it to Yura. During their break time, Juran will tell Ji-won about her husband's affair, which makes Ji-won decide to help Juran. Juran has been thinking of getting a divorce but is afraid that Yeonji would be miserable growing up without a father. However, Ji-won tells her that she had a happy life when she only lived with her father who loved her. Ji-won also tells her that a single parent is more than capable of providing a loving home for their child. Listening to Ji-won, Juran decides to divorce her husband, not only for her sake, but also for Yeonji. In order to get a favorable divorce settlement, Juran needs concrete evidence of her husband having an affair. That's why they bring the police officers with them to catch Jowon in the act. After getting the evidence, Juran wants to talk with Jowon alone. As Ji-won plans to give them space, she gets a déjà vu and finds herself unable to leave Juran with Jowon. Until Jowon asks her if she is not going out. Looking at Jowon and the events unfolding in Juran's house, including the coffee table, which are identical to the events that led to her death in the future. So, to prevent Jowon from harming Juran before leaving, while pretending to go after Jowon, Ji-won smashes the table with a golf club. She then warns Jowon, "If you touch her, I'll make you pay." When Jowon calls her crazy, Ji-won tries to hit him, making him afraid of her. While waiting outside, Ji-won realizes that her fate is shifted to Juran. Especially when she hears a sound from inside the house and quickly checks on Juran. She finds that Jowon pushed Juran just like how Min-hwan pushed her before. If she hadn't gotten rid of the table, Juran could have died. After meeting Soo-min and realizing how Juran ended up having the same situation as her, Ji-won realizes that if she doesn't do anything, Juran could be the one who'd take her fate. In order to hand over her fate to Soo-min, Ji-won must make Min-hwan cheat on Soo-min. So Ji-won plans to make herself Min-hwan's mistress because Min-hwan must have an affair and not care if his wife dies. She needs to be the person wearing the red heels that Soo-min was wearing to her house before. That's why the red shoes are coming to her in this life. As she is determined with her plan, Ji-hyuk will support her since he trusts Ji-won. Since Min-hwan already knows about Ji-won and Ji-hyuk's relationship, Ji-won wants Ji-hyuk to pretend that they have broken up. That's why they put on straight faces and walk separately. Ji-won has started wearing the red heels, which means she has begun her plan to seduce Min-hwan. Since she knows Min-hwan's nature, it won't be difficult for her to get closer to him. Ji-won will invite Min-hwan for a drink, and she will talk about how she has broken up with Ji-hyuk. Even though Min-hwan gets suspicious of Ji-won at first, he starts to believe in her as she has 80 billion won. Min-hwan starts to change his plan from harming Ji-won to seducing her. He believes he will be able to seduce Ji-won as she only had eyes for him before, and if she is able to make Ji-won his, the money will also belong to him. But Ji-won knows how to control Min-hwan, making him curious about her. Meanwhile, as Min-hwan is now attracted to Ji-won again, he will act differently towards Soo-min. This will make Soo-min suspicious that Min-hwan is cheating on her and having an affair with Ji-won. Since Ji-won warned her before, a harsher hell awaits her. To go against Ji-won, Soo-min decides to reach out to Yura since Yura is similar to her, wanting Ji-won to be gone. However, unlike what she wanted, Yura will be the one who uses her, like how Yura used Min-hwan for her own gain. Not only will Min-hwan's affair make Soo-min angry, but also Min-hwan's mother, who will later find out that Sumin has had a miscarriage. Due to that, Jaok will keep blaming Sumin, saying she can't get pregnant, and tell Min-won to divorce Sumin. As she remembers what Ji-won told her before, she and Min-won decide to get a checkup, which later the result will shock her. What Ji-won told her is correct, and she shouldn't be the one blamed for not being able to have a child. Thanks to the result, Sumin will be able to go against Jaok, and the fact that Min-won has azoospermia will shock her and cause her to have a stroke. Starting from there, Min-won's family starts to fall apart, making him want to go back to Ji-won, since he believes that everything would have worked out if Ji-won had stayed by his side. But Min-won will find out that Ji-won and Ji-hyuk are getting back together, leaving him no chance to pursue Ji-won again. He then blames Sumin for his fate. Stay tuned for episode 14 as we witness the villain's downfall and Ji-won and Ji-hyuk's triumph. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.